Spring turkey hunting is a treasured tradition all across our great nation. And nothing generates more excitement among America's turkey hunters than opening day. For Wild Adventures hosts Brian, Mark, and D. Lori Smith, the opening of spring turkey season is a family affair and an opportunity to put kids and good friends onto unsuspecting birds on their northern Indiana farm. Join us this week as the Wild Adventures crew takes to the fresh spring woods for 3 exciting turkey hunts that are sure to fill each of us with anticipation for the coming spring. This week on Wild Adventures. Wild Adventures Television is presented by Whitetails Unlimited, a national organization working for an American tradition. Sponsored by Lightfield Ammunition, hunting slugs for any game. Hawksport Optics, bringing new focus to your world. Welcome to Wild Adventures Television. It's opening morning of Indiana's spring turkey season, and Wild Adventures host Brian Smith has the birds dialed in just where he left them the night before on one of his northern Indiana farms. Let's join Brian and his daughters Megan and Maya in the blind for what is shaping up to be an exceptional morning.
Are you getting that on film?
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Do you really have to call him the kid?
It's alright, Ryan.
To call him?
No. Just try not to, because if you spook that deer, it'll spook everything else.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I'm trying not to. No, I'm trying not to.
My thought is to call a little Brian, because they're looking very suspicious.
toms have had plenty to hold their attention on the far side of the field. But Brian and the girls' decoys are finally attracting some attention. Find out what happens next when Wild Adventures returns.
There's 3 critters.
Welcome back.
This is what we need, guys. This is what we need. This is awesome. This is unbelievable. I love it.
Wild Adventures host Brian Smith and daughters Megan and Maya have been covered up with turkeys all morning. And their hunt is about to heat up as a mature tom and a Jake are closing in on the decoys.
Are you sure this is a Jake? I don't see the beard on it.
Yeah, stop shaking. You're just fine.
I'm excited.
I know. Listen to me. See that bird right there? To the right, to the left, all the way to the left?
Yeah.
You can kill it from here, can't you?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on a minute. Maya, get on this Jake right here. Get on this Jake. You can kill him from here. Megan, get on that bird by the woods. Or do you want to wait? Tell me, what do you want to do, Megan? You're on.
Let me wait, because if I move this gun, it'll scare the Jake away.
Do it, do it, do it. Get on him, get on him. Maya, are you on the Jake? Are you on the Jake?
No,
Get on the Jake.
I'm trying to.
All right. Shoot him, Maya.
I can't. I'm still safe. I'm still safe. I'm still safe.
They're gonna run. They're gonna run.
I'm trying to.
Shoot him, get him, get him. Just shoot, just shoot. Just shoot. Get him. Hang on. Megan, hang on. Good job, good job, good job. Megan, where were you at on him?
His head. I don't know if he ran when she shot.
Okay. Which one did you?
I missed him.
Good job, kiddo. Good job, kiddo. Maya, what'd you get?
A Jake.
Are you nervous? Hang on, don't move around, Maggie. Don't move around. We still got turkeys here. Hang on just a second. We still got a lot of birds.
When she shot, he went like this, and I missed him.
You think you shot right over the back of him?
I didn't even
Okay.
know. I didn't even look. I just shot. I thought I would miss.
Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say, I held right on him exactly where you're supposed to hold, and I pulled the trigger. Well, I tell you what, he fell dead, didn't he?
Knowing when to be patient and when to pull the trigger on the bird that's in range is an acquired skill. Brian, Maya, and Megan thought they had a double all locked down, but Megan's tom jumped on Maya's shot, resulting in a clean miss.
What do you think of that, huh? All right. Oh, man, what a nice bird. You made a great shot on him. Huh? Nice Jake. Right there.
Congratulations on your first turkey, Maya. And don't feel sorry for your sister Megan. We're pretty sure she's killed more toms than any other 16-year-old in northern Indiana.
Let's get some pictures. All right, and then we'll have to call Mom. Let her know.
Speaking of toms, there's another hot bird moving in on our hunters the next farm over. Let's join host Mark Smith and his guest Stacy Young and watch what happens.
Stacy, do you want to shoot the first legal bird that's in front of you, or do you want to wait for a tom? Because those jakes are coming. They're going to be in gun range in just a minute.
Do you think that Tom will come over here?
No idea. I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know. These two jakes that are out in front of you here are going to be in gun range in a minute. see that little opening in the hanging limb right here? When they get into that, no, don't move, don't do that. It's going to be to your left here.
That opening.
Yeah, that opening right there. Move real slow. Whenever you're comfortable on that lead bird, I'm on it. Better get ready, he sees us. He sees us. Shoot either one of them whenever you're ready.
There's sticks.
You can get them. They'll go right there. They're coming right at you. See him? It's okay. You'll shoot right there. Just pick one. All right, he's going to your left. He's right.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Yes, you did.
Did I get it?
Yeah. All right, now wait a minute. Wait. Sit. Sit tight. Here they all come. They're going to kick his butt. Sit tight. Sit tight. Look at this. Sit tight now. Don't move. This is good. Oh, this is good stuff.
Look at that big freaking Tom right there.
But he's here because yours is flapping. Look at, they don't want to leave there. So I told you it'd be a chance for a double if we did it.
Damn it.
Just sit tight, girl, sit tight. You did it. You finally did it.
I'm so excited.
Look at all these turkeys. Look at all these turkeys right here. Look at this.
I know.
And that big Tom's still standing right there.
Dang it.
Right there.
Stay tuned. Wild Adventures will return.
Let's go take a look at this bird. Get too old for this. We'll try to get some more. We'll try again.
Just like Maya's hunt earlier in the day, Stacy had a wary Tom out of range, but a jake on the end of her barrel. Good call, Stacy, and congratulations on your first bird. We just wish you'd show a little more excitement next time. Speaking of excitement, the second day of the turkey season finds Brian Smith back in the field with good friend and Hawk Optics representative Mike Kurtz. The guys have been hunting hard, and two wary toms have shown interest but have short-stopped our hunters, both appearing to prefer that the decoys come to them. Well, that's not happening, so Mike and Brian make a plan.
Hey Brian, I see him. He's right down over the hill, right behind this brush on the hill. I think if we move up to this barrel, we can set up there, and maybe you can call him up the hill.
Okay. All right, let's do that. You go first. Yep. I think he's coming up this way. Nice shot. What do you think of that? Huh?
All right. Sweet.
Oh man, alive.
Loving that.
Well, what do you think, huh?
Oh, that was great.
What a hunt all morning, huh?
Yeah, got out here early this morning. Had a whole bunch of birds all the way around us. Couldn't get them to come in within 100 yards. So we decided started raining, so we thought, hey, let's just go ahead and call it down for a little bit. We got some lunch, come back. Coming in and just seen this and standing down below the hill, decided to set up on the backside, and about a half an hour, Brian was able to call him right up to us.
Oh man, I tell you what, he's got to be a nice old boss Tom too.
I'm anxious to go up there and see this. It looks like a great one.
All right, we need to get up there and check him out.
All right.
All right, cool. Here, Knuckles. To be able to get him to come around the corner like that, it's just something in my book, boy. I'm just as excited as if I shot him myself. Well, what do you think of that old bird, buddy?
Sweet. Love it. Boy, that's a nice bird.
He's got to be just a good old bird. He's probably a 4-year-old bird easily. Fan his tail out. Let's see that turkey fan on him. Look at that beautiful fan.
Yeah, he simply refused to come up the hill. They called us all morning and wanted us to come to them, and they wouldn't come in 100 yards.
Boy, they sounded lovesick, didn't they?
They did. They just kept going and going, but they just wouldn't commit till just a little bit ago.
Man alive.
Finally came all the way up the hill to it.
So this is your first Indiana turkey?
First Indiana turkey.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I feel honored, Mike, to be with you on your first Indiana bird.
Great. Thanks for having me. Hey, thanks for letting me use this, Brian. It's gonna weigh this bird and score it here. It's a real avid score toad. Drop that right down around the spurs.
Lift it up, and what's it tell you?
Lift it up, 21.6.
Very nice, very nice. Let's measure his beard now. It's got a tape measure right on the same strap that you put around his feet. There you go. Bring it to 0 and yep. There, and then bring that down the line to the longest, score to the longest hair.
Looks like 10 and a half.
10 and a half it is. Actually, let's see here. 10 and a half it is. Very nice. All right, what's the spurs say?
The spurs look like 7/8.
Nice. 21 and a half pound bird, 10 and a half inch beard, 7/8 spurs. Not bad for your first Indiana turkey.
It is. It's a great turkey.
Oh man. Well, let's go hang them out at the farm. We got one more for the meat pole.
All right.
One of the great things about turkey hunting is that no matter how many hunts you make or birds you take, there's always something new to see and always something to learn from each experience afield. Maya and Stacy were able to take their first birds because they had the benefit of hunting great property with a couple of guys who know it and its wildlife very well. But also because they were each willing to take a Jake instead of the Toms, which were there but may never have worked into range. And Mike scored on his Indiana Tom because he and Brian both realized they needed to go to the birds instead of the birds coming to them. They regrouped, made a plan, and it paid off. It's a classic example of how experienced hunters can make their own luck in the field. And you can do the same. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time with more Wild Adventures. Wild Adventures Television is presented by Whitetails Unlimited, a national organization working for an American tradition. Sponsored by Lightfield Ammunition, hunting slugs for any game. Hawk Sport Optics, bringing new focus to your world.